Go through this morning, and our morning meetings are short, so we need to get started. It is Monday, September 26th. I'm just going to remind Eli that tomorrow morning he's going to have a joke for us, right, Eli? For your job? Yes? I don't see you giving me a thumbs up. Did you hear me, Eli? I don't know. He's not responding. Okay. I'm going to turn off the chat. Thanks for greeting each other. Right now, you can just chat with me. So this week is a little bit of a different week, and I just wanted to go over everything and make sure everybody understood what's going on. The first thing I do when I start on a Monday is I go in and I check last week's work to see how we did. And the truth is, last week, I think a lot of people got a little bogged down with how much work there was. And I had quite a few people who didn't submit the two big things you needed to do, which was the end of unit test. Well, almost all of you did the end of unit test in math. There's just 3 kids who didn't do that one. So if you're one of those 3 kids who didn't do 1.07, the end of unit test in math, you need to do that. Then I checked Dreambox, and that was kind of sad. My only kids who had done enough Dreambox were Eli and Vivi, and everybody else, even if you'd done some Dreambox, hadn't done quite enough Dreambox. So you're really supposed to be doing 1 lesson a day, or at least like 15 minutes a day. So if you added up 15 minutes every single day, including Saturday and Sunday, every 4 days would be an hour. So that would be an hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours of Dreambox in a week. If you're just doing 15 minutes a day, it's not a big deal. If you're a kid who can't get to it during the week and you want to do 2 hours on the weekend, that's fine. But I need everybody doing more Dreambox. So please get on your Dreambox. And good job to Eli and Vivi for doing tons of Dreambox.
I did 10.
Appreciate it. I know you did do 10. That was awesome. Okay, the last thing that I noticed that people did not get done was the end of Language Arts Unit 1 test. That was your big thing you were supposed to do at the end of the week last week. And I've got 10 names of people who didn't submit it. So I'm not trying to embarrass you, but you might have like taken the test, but forgotten to push that submit button. So I am going to read the list so you can go back and check. Izzy, Anna, Sophia, Brianna, Liam, David, Lauren, Christian, Luis, Dalmir, Evie, and that's it. So you guys need to go check. Yeah.
I already did 1.7.
No, this is 1.09. It's the end of unit 1 reading test, and you just need to go make sure you've taken it and submitted it today. So before you do any of this exciting stuff we're going to talk about, I want you to go finish those 2 things. So make sure you've got unit 1 math done, 1.07, and unit 1 language arts done, 1.09.
Got it.
That's the first thing. Write that down if you need to. And then also a Dreambox today. All right. And right now I need to check my attendance because it's too hard for me to do later. So I'm just going to go through the list and see if I see you guys here.
Yeah.
So I see Javier is here. Good morning. Amadi is here. Good morning. Eli's here. Good morning. Anna, I saw. How are you doing? Sophia is here. Yay. Brianna is here always. Liam, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning. I didn't see you yet. Amoy is here. I saw her coming in. David's here. Great job. Halame, are you here? I don't think so. Okay. Nora. No Nora this morning, unless that's the guest. Nora, are you here? Nope. A bunch of you have guests on there. Jax, I saw you come in. Great. Lauren's here. Christian, I saw you. Good morning. Luis, I didn't see. Not here. Okay. Kainoa is not here this morning. That's unusual. Dalmir, I definitely saw you this morning. Good to see you. Evie, are you here? I haven't seen Evie. That's unusual too. Mila. I think I saw Mila. Yep. Good morning, Megan. I definitely saw. Sasha.
Here.
I see your name, but not your face. Vivi. I definitely saw you. Great. Okay. And Izzy, is Izzy here? Isabella. No. Okay. All right. Great. Good morning, everybody. You have made it through 3 hard weeks of working on Florida Virtual. You deserve a little bit of a break this week. So kids who did Florida Virtual last year, raise your hand if your teacher did this sort of thing where after 3 weeks or after 2 weeks, they would do something different for a week. No? Okay. Well, I call it a flex week, and it's just a week to let you guys explore things that you want to explore and use your creativity and your passion for learning to learn for yourself. Because the truth is, teachers can tell you to do things and you're never going to do them as much as if you're super interested. How many of you have ever gotten really interested in something and you spent lots of time doing it, like some cool topic or something online, or maybe something that you were making at home? How many people have gotten really excited and spent a lot of time and effort on it? You're always, this is a secret, you're always going to work harder on a project that you care about than you are for a project for me. You shouldn't be working for me. You should be working for you. You're the one who benefits from an education, right? We're going to read a book this year about kids who live in countries where they can't get educations. Right now, girls are having a really hard time in countries like Iran. They're not allowed to go to school, Pakistan, places like that. And the truth is, a long time ago in the United States, only the rich kids got to go to school, and the other kids really didn't get to get an education. And it was really unfair. So sometimes you might feel like you're being punished going to school, but the truth is, you're being rewarded. You're being given something for free that kids in some countries pay a lot of money for, an education. Mila, did you want to say something about that?
I'm sorry, but no, I just had a question about something else.
Oh, okay. Let's do it later, okay?
Okay.
All right. Keep your hand raised and I'll remember to come back to you. So this is your week to have a flex week and do things a little bit differently. There's also some other things that have changed, and I just want to go through the changes first. I sent an email to your parents and to you about all of the changes this week. So the first thing that I changed is I kind of changed the week at a glance to be more of a guide for you. So now the days are across the top. This is September week 4. I actually forgot to put in the dates, but I will. Today is 9/26. Is that right? Yeah, 26. I'll add those. And then you can see that it says at 7:30 officially school is starting, and you should check the agenda and start work on whatever you need to finish up. This is a great time to finish things you didn't get done last week. Then you zoom into the morning meeting. Great job. You've all done that. And you can see that today I've got that we're going to work on the Language Arts Mod Flex Take Action Week and submitting day 1 your topic. You need to send me your topic. So now I've got what you should work on and what you should submit. At 9:10, here's your specials link. We're going to have to start to pay really close attention to A and B days, and here's why. Your maestra Jani, the Spanish teacher, on A days is going to zoom into us 3 times a day to help out with our groups. So we need to know if we're in those groups so that we can work with her. So this week, she's just going to be here on Tuesday and Thursday on A days, but today's a B day. You're going to zoom to your math lesson at 10 o'clock. We're going to do math lesson 204, and we're going to submit quiz 204, adding distance. And then you're going to stay on at 11 or 10:30 and go into breakout rooms and complete at least 1 Dreambox lesson while book club number 1B meets. And you're probably thinking, well, I don't know what book club I'm in. I will show you in a minute, okay? And then there's read to self. At 11, you go ahead and zoom off, but I'm changing this so that I will be online at this time, so that if you're having problems with the lessons, you need to zoom in and ask me questions. You should not wait until I come to you and say, why didn't you do that assignment? And then you say, well, I didn't know how to do it. That's not okay, right? And you haven't had a lot of time when you could zoom in and ask me questions. But now you can come in at 11 o'clock and ask me questions. I'll be on Zoom alone, and you can come in and I can talk to you and help you with the assignments, okay? And I might ask a group to meet with me then if I notice you're struggling with an assignment. Then you have lunch. After lunch, you Zoom for writing. We're doing lessons 7 and 8, editing and rereading with a lens, kind of a fun lesson. Then at 12:50, we have breakout rooms to work on your writing. At 1:30, it's independent work time, so you work on your own. But on A days, Book Club 5A is actually going to zoom in at 1:30. This is going to be the hardest time to remember to zoom in. So I'll tell you who's in Book Club 5A, but I'm counting on you guys to really be able to remember to zoom in at 1:30 on A days. And then at 2, we have our last lesson of the day. Since this week, we're not doing any content, we're not doing science or social studies. This is just going to be fun time this week. We're going to do community time. We might watch a video together or play a game. Last week we played code names. It was fun just to get to know each other. And then at 2:30, I've got Book Club 2B meeting on B days, and Book Clubs 3A and 4A meeting on A days. Okay, because Miss Janny's going to be coming in. So now you're probably wondering, well, what book club am I in and what is she talking about? I've been telling you that we're going to start book clubs. This is because I've found that I'm in a book club, and when you're in a book club, it helps to hold you accountable for making sure you're reading, and not just reading. I call it reading staring out the window. You know how sometimes you can read something and then later on you can't even remember what you read? How many of people have had that happen? So I want you guys to learn to read wide awake. I'm going to talk a little bit about this with your book club today. But one thing that helps us do that is if we set some work for ourselves. Like today I'm going to read and I'm going to pay attention to the characters and their motivations. Or today I'm going to read and I'm really going to imagine the setting, and then I'm going to sit down and draw a picture of it. So your book club is going to meet this week, and you don't have your book bags yet. Again, I'm getting those ready. But you're going to meet this week and choose a name for your book club. And you're going to talk about what you want your book club to be like what would make it fun for you and what would help you to read more. So here are the book clubs. We've got book club 1B with Christian, Javier, Eli, David, and Luis. You guys are actually meeting today at 10:30, so after math. So you need to make sure and come to the math lesson. And I'm going to meet with you and talk to you about that. Just a minute. Is that David? Just a minute. And then the next book club is 2B, and you're not going to keep these names 1B and 2B. You're going to change them to whatever you guys want. You get to vote on a name today. Amoy, Anna, Bree, Vivi, and Sophia, you're also meeting today, but you're meeting at 2:30. So after the 2 o'clock meeting. So you need to come back in at 2 o'clock and make sure you make that late meeting on B days. Then A days, tomorrow, these clubs are meeting. So at 1:30, Club 5A is meeting. Dalmir, Evie, Megan, and Mila. This is the group I said who's going to have the hardest time remembering because it's at 1:30, which is a weird time. And you're going to meet with Ms. Janny tomorrow and me. And then at 2:30, I've got 2 clubs meeting because I'm going to meet with one of them and Ms. Janny will meet with the other. So I've got 3A, which is Amadi, Liam, Jax, Kainoa, and Lauren. And Club 4A, Nora, Sasha, and Izzy. Okay. And then Halame is going to meet with me on A days at 10:30. So any questions about what group you're in? And remember that this list of who's in what group is right here on the top of our weekly agenda. It's right there. And I'll probably put that same link into the calendar agenda so that you can click it. I'll make a note to do that as soon as we're done with this meeting so that you'll be able to find your book club until you get used to it. Add book club link. Any questions about book clubs?
I actually forgot my question, so I don't.
Okay. Any questions about book clubs? Nope. Okay, so
it is almost 9.
That's fine, sweetie. It's 8:45. We have plenty of time. So, and again, I want you to try out this new schedule that's a little more detailed and see how you like it. If you like the old one that was more like, really simple like this, let me know at the end of the week and I can change back. But a lot of teachers are using this to show kids what to work on. Okay. I don't know why it says this, work on language arts, and it's erased. It's because I was messing around with it. Start work. Okay. So you've got a new weekly agenda. You have a new daily agenda that's more like this, that has all the details. And this week is different. We're doing Flex Week. So that's what we're going to next. And you've got book club starting. So it's all very exciting. Let's see, we talked about the new agenda, the new week at a glance. We talked about the clubs, and now it's time to talk about 2 more things. One, Evidently, last week they sent out a notice about the after school clubs. Did everybody see that notice about all the clubs at Flex that you can join? Yeah. So that came out last week. It's a after school club thing with a bunch of choices. There's baking clubs and drama clubs and drawing clubs. And you can go on and join those. You don't have to, though. That's up to you. If you
Wait,
join
what clubs
them,
are there?
well, you got to look at the flyer. Ask your parents for the flyer, okay? I'll try to send out the flyer again too. I'll send out the flyer, David. There's a bunch of clubs. Anyway, if you join a club, one of the clubs is OBOB. Has anybody here ever done OBOB? Oregon Battle of the Books. Yeah. So that's one of the clubs, and it's a club where you read books and then you get together with kids and you do trivia questions, and then you get to go to a big competition in the spring and try to see if you can remember the most about the books. So if you've never done that before, we could make a team from our class if you wanted, but you need to let me know. Does anybody know they're interested in OBOB right now? Because the librarian is asking who's interested. I'm not seeing anybody real interested. Lauren?
I'm not really interested.
Lauren, are you interested?
A little.
A little? Okay, so maybe one. Okay. So we would probably make a mixed team. It can even be between grade levels and stuff, but you're going to want to go onto that clubs thing and sign up for OBOB if you want to, okay? I'm leading the baking club. I'm leading a club every Wednesday afternoon. So I have baking club, drama club, and anime drawing club, which I'm not going to teach. I'm going to have students teach it because I don't draw anime, but I guess I'll learn how. You do, Amoy? So if you join that club, you might end up teaching some of the classes. I'll have different kids teach different things they know how to do. All right, excellent. Let's go to today's agenda. So you need to go into subjects, you need to go into language arts and into modules. And the first module you're going to hit is called Take Action. And here's the first lesson on it. It says, click this link to learn more about choosing to take a break from Florida Virtual. That link is going to take you to the letter I sent to your families, which is right here. So Flex, how many of you have seen this letter? You also got it in your email. You should have it. It'll be in your Outlook. So anyway, it says, Dear Flex students, families, and learning coaches, next week we will have our first Flex Choice Week. For 1 week, kids can engage in their own project. Then there's a link to how to choose a project. It talks about why choice is important. And it says you should spend at least 2 hours a day working on this project. So today is your day to do some research and find a project you're interested in. Now you might be thinking, but Ms. Laws, I'm really behind and I'd like to spend this week catching up on my assignments. If you're one of the kids who's had a hard time keeping up with the assignments and you need to review your math classes and get back and get everything done, you may also send me an email saying, I would really like to use this week to catch up, but I need to hear why you're not doing the Taking Action project, because it's not just a week to take a break and do nothing. That's not what it's about. And if that's what happens, then next time I might not give you the choice to do Take Action, because I need you to be passionate about it and put lots of time in it. So 2 hours a day. Here are some websites to click on and get ideas. Remember, you can find this on the first assignment for the Take Action project. Here are some ideas of projects you can do. So today you can just spend a day looking at all the neat ideas out there. And all you have to do today is pick a project and start and keep track of like the things that you watch, because you're going to turn into me tomorrow all the websites that you looked at, just a list of them, copy and paste them onto a Google Doc. Mila, what's your question?
Can you do something with art or like drawing, or does it have to be?
Absolutely. No. There's lots of things to do art, right? So just let me know. It can be a drawing thing, but you need to do some research so that you're learning something while drawing, right? So you might do some research on how to do a certain kind of drawing, research on art. Any other questions? I don't see any other hands raised. Does anybody else have a question? Nope. Okay. All right, so that's that page of the Take Action. And if you look on the original assignment, there's a description here. And then it says, click here to help you decide what action you can take. That's just that chart about how to take action. Yeah, this one. It just helps you decide what you want to do. We talked about that last week, so it's not that big of a deal. And then it says, plan your, here's the week. Day 1, explore ideas, pick one today, then go to the next Monday, day 1 assignment. So go down to the bottom and click next, and it will take you to the next day. And that's where you submit today's idea. Click here to help you decide what kind of action, plan your project. So tomorrow you're going to plan your project, use the Tuesday day 2 lesson, send me your plan on Wednesday. Tomorrow you're going to send me your research, and then do your project. Send me a picture of you doing the project on Thursday. And Friday, we're going to share the project in class, and we're also going to have our writer's celebration. So it's just going to be a really fun day of celebrating, and hearing from kids. So that is kind of it for the Take Action Week. Any questions about that? I don't see anybody with questions. If you have a question, yeah, Mila.
Sorry, so if I could do like a drawing thing, could I do like something else other than like learning how to draw? And well, I guess I do want to.
So Mila, you could research an artist, you could research different drawing techniques, you could research the value of art and what it contributes to education, because there's actually quite a lot of links between art and learning. So you could research lots of things, but if I'll tell you what, if you have specific questions about your project, please email me today.
Sorry, I don't know what you said. My internet is bad.
Sorry, I said if you have specific questions, because I can't answer everyone's individual questions about their project, but if you have an idea and you want some ideas of what you could research, send me an email and I'll send you ideas, okay?
Okay, I just like have an idea and I don't know if it's like specifically something you could do.
I think you probably can, but send me an email and I'll give you give me your idea and then I'll respond. Nora?
I came a little late.
So I've recorded the meeting and you can watch it later, okay?
Okay.
All right. Or you can stay on with me after. I'm going to stop the recording now.